Oh hey, you wanna see some cute stuff that I have thrifted, been gifted, or just straight up bought? Then let's do it. This is Laugh Cry DIY, I am Katie, and when we are not DIYing or decoring on the channel, sometimes we're thrifting, we're scoring, and we're treating ourselves to cute pieces just because we want to. So today I wanted to walk you guys through 10 new pieces of decor or just things I love, some of which you can acquire too, which I will link below, so that we can all briefly escape our darkest innermost thoughts. And today we're gonna start with these gorgeous candlesticks. You might recognize these beauties from the episode where I went to thrift groomsmen's gifts with my friend Jake. And on that, I happened to score these totally gorgeous brass candlesticks. They actually feature what I believe are pronounced eyelet stones. That's a gemstone from Israel. They are super beautiful, super luxe. They have this gorgeous like silhouette, very like va va voom. They're almost like a little Art Nouveau, but they are so absolutely beautiful. And best of all, I think they were under like $7. So these have absolutely been the thrift score of the year for me. And every time I look at them, I'm just like, oh, I'm so happy I found you. So those are the first beauties I wanted to show off. And the second beauties are actually these taper candles that are within them. They look normal. They may even look boring to you, but guess what? They are secret magic. Okay, I'm trying to show this in a cool way on camera. Does that help you see? These are blue, purple, pink flames. This is from a company called Avore, and it was started by a girl who wanted to figure out how to create candles with colored flames. So she has this like blue, purple, pink, and she has this black with green. And they're made of a very different kind of material. It's not your like standard wax, and you do need to care for them a little bit in like some special ways, but they are so trippy and magical. They're obviously like gorgeous ambiance. They make an amazing surprise gift. It's so great for like a fun witchy girls night. So again, these are Avore candles, super cool, super fun. Get into them, buy them, love them, and let me know how it goes. All right, so let's keep the witchy train going with this cool thing that I saw in a store in Joshua Tree, California. This is called a Rose of Jericho. It's this really unique thing. It comes in a ball and you place it in water and it totally expands into this glamorous kind of fern looking thing. I don't know a ton about plants. I find it very difficult to keep them. Mine might be a little bit dying. I've never seen one before until we went into this little shop, but it is so cool. And my favorite part is that you just need a little shallow dish. You can like thrift a cool bowl or put it in a like candy dish. I have mine in a pink Art Deco candy dish, which it like so glamorously spills out of. And it's super low maintenance. And honestly, when it dries out and starts to curl up again, you refill it and it'll unfurl. It's just so cool and magical and unusual. And like the texture of it is so dramatic that I think everybody could benefit from a Rose of Jericho in their life. Okay, bye. Next up, we will keep the naturey flora vibe going with this little collection of faux flowers. So I've been wanting faux flowers for a while. I wanted kind of a forever bouquet that would just like sit out. I wanted it to be bold and bright and colorful, but I didn't really want to do like just fake flowers. So I'd been keeping my eye out for something that could be kind of a fun forever bouquet. And then I went to Old Town San Diego and I saw these beauties. And you might be shocked to know that these are made out of corn husks. I have a big affection for things that look like other things that are made out of a different material. I don't know the word for it. I'm always looking for the word for it. But as you can see, these have been shaped and painted into a variety of flowers. And the coolest part was that they had like a variety of them, so you could just like make your own bouquet. I thought they were so fun and kind of quirky and whimsical, and like I said, I haven't seen them before. And I think I've seen everything. So I actually tend to move this bouquet around the house just to put it in little spots, maybe up on a bookshelf, maybe on a centerpiece, on my dining table. It's kind of a nomad in my house, but I really love it. I think it's so cool and unique and special, and they were like $2 or $3 each. And now I look at it every time and I smile. All right, moving on. Next up, we have a new big thrift score that I got recently. And the cool thing is like sometimes in thrifting, there are things that I have always wanted in my head or wanted a version of that I've never actually seen in real life. And one of those things I've wanted forever is like a palm leaf sconce. And let me tell you, in thrifting recently, I didn't find one. I found two. They're really long. They're like 2 feet. They're really dramatic. As you can see, they have a little spike. So you could put any type of candle you want in there. And guess what? They were $11. And I did reverse Google image search them to find out like what brand it was or what store it came from. Couldn't find anything, but they are the like palm tree sconces of my dreams. And guess what, guys? These are actually not living in my home right now because they are going to be going in an upcoming makeover elsewhere. So stay tuned and don't be jealous. Next, we are going to talk about two things that I was recently gifted and I am so beyond grateful for. And the first one is something that actually has appeared on the channel before. If you will recall, I did a mid-century home tour of my grandma's home, and in it, I showed off her fancy, gorgeous teacup collection, including my favorite teacup that she owns. And I got married last year, and she so generously gifted me my favorite teacup of all time. This is a little tea and cake set. It has this blush pink and gold Art Deco pattern. It has this kind of cool geometric handle. And I love that the saucer is also kind of a like amorphous shape. It's not perfectly round, which also matches the cake plate that goes with it. And you can see really close up, it has these like tiny little like tick marks, almost like feathers. I feel so grateful that my sweet grandma blessed me with this and entrusted me with it because it is a really beautiful family heirloom that she herself got from her grandmother. And I'm just so thrilled that it's lasted all these generations. So I keep it tucked so safely in my little tea cupboard. But God, sometimes I really do just sit and just stare at it and just fall in love all over again. Next up is another beautiful gift I was recently given. Shout out to my wonderful, awesome friend and subscriber, Jessica, who for my birthday sent me this beautiful, beautiful jadeite green bathing lady dish. I mean, she is glamour, she is luxury, she is sensuality. And I love that she's actually both beautiful and quite functional. She could be a soap dish, you could put little rings in her, whatever it is. I've actually been keeping it in the bathroom with little like bath confetti that you throw in to make bubble baths. I also love that she has quite a weight to her, so I'm not too worried about flinging her off a shelf or like accidentally chipping her if I like reach in for something. I think I've seen different versions of these online, so it is possible that you could get one for yourself, but gosh, she is so freaking pretty and I can't get over it and I don't want to. All right, these next ones admittedly are not a piece of decor, but in showing off just things and products and stuff I love, I am just such a Lush girl. If you don't know about Lush bath products, they're out of the UK, they make everything like vegan, cruelty-free. They are so good and they have amazing scents. And I am especially obsessed with the Rose Argan shower lotion. You like put this stuff on you in the shower and rinse it off. It smells incredible. It's like rose jam and I think geranium. It's an amazing scent. And they also make other products like in that scent line. But they also, just for this Valentine's Day, they just released this, I think, limited edition white chocolate and rose body wash. I do wish you guys could see the glittery rose within it. It makes you feel like a confection. And honestly, when I'm like sitting in the bath lathering up with this, I feel like the bathing lady. So if you guys have a Lush by you, go and just smell the white chocolate rose body wash. You will have a very, very happy day. But back to decor. I have to show you probably one of my favorite purchases of the last year and the most unique and special thing, which is this. It is so beautiful. It is so ornate. And you might notice that it has a little hole in the top. That is because this is a Native American seed pot. I got this piece of Puebla pottery on my trip to Santa Fe last year. This is made by an indigenous artist. And this is a traditional type of pot in which genius, they just drilled a little hole so you could keep seeds in there and plug it up and keep them safe from any sort of bad weather conditions. I love the shape of it and the motifs are really cool. These are like eagle feathers. We have down here lightning and then these are raindrops all around. I went on a deep dive about like Puebla pottery after this, which I think is so unique and cool because it's all made with natural materials, natural pigments. Another cool thing that they do is to make the pottery shiny. They have polishing stones, which are actually can be passed down from generation to generation. And it's like once they put the pigments in, they polish it all over to make it super smooth and shiny. And it kind of like sets the pigments in the clay. I think it's such a beautiful work of art. I have not been using it as a seed jar. I've actually been using it as like a little single tiny kind of like bud vase flower holder. And again, I think this is like one of the coolest finds I've ever gotten on any trip. And that brings us to our final item today, which is the most dramatic, over the top, glamorous, absolute stunner. There's a shop in Ojai, California called the Magic Hour. It is a witchy tea shop with like the most incredible flavors of tea, the most magical mixes, and the most incredible accoutrement for your tea. I'm a big tea girl, so I never miss a chance to go in that shop. And last time I went, they had this ceremonial tea basket that made my jaw drop because it is actually made from gold and pink sapphires. It has this amazing bejeweled stars and moon pattern on the handle. I don't own any jewelry other than my wedding ring, so I did buy it for myself for my birthday. And the owner said she actually commissioned this. She works with some artisans in India to make these gold wired baskets. And so she commissioned like a very limited series of these. But I do think that there are some times in life when the beauty of something just wows you so much that you must acquire it and you must just like worship it. So guys, that's it. A fun little tour through some things that are bringing me joy lately. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And also, if you guys have things in your own home that are like so rare, cool, gorgeous, stunning, feel free to send me an email, Katie@LaughCryDIY, Katie with a Y. I love to creep on people's homes. I love to look at objects of beauty. And if you guys like cool DIY decor or like beautiful inspiration, you can sign up for my newsletter below. I send out a monthly roundup of inspiration and products and just cool things I found that are just really cool, beautiful inspiration to like give you a hit of dopamine. So you can sign up for that link below if you want. Stay tuned for the palm sconces in an upcoming makeover. And until next time, I will just be here being bewitched by my ceremonial tea basket.